mtu aishi na sisi hawezi kutuelewa. Yule mtu aishi na sisi anafikiri sisi ni maskini kwa sababu hatufanyi bidii. Sisi saa 11 tumeamka, ama saa zingine saa 10. Tukirudi kulala saa zingine ni past midnight. Lakini ile pesa tunatengeneza haiwezi kutusaidia kwa sababu ya vile maisha iko. Tuungane pamoja akina mama, tunaweza kubadilisha maisha yetu.
If you are talking about the slum women, then we form more than 60% of women living in the urban settlements. So it's good for us to be recognized. We do a lot of businesses. We contribute a lot to the development of the country.
So my name is Jane Anyango. I was born in a village in Kisumu County called Ramogi in Nyakach. I'm being a fourth born in a family of 10. My parents were teachers, and I started my school earlier than before, than many people. And I remember when I got to my class 6, that is when class 8 was coming forth. When I got to class 5, that is when class 8 was coming. And so they decided to push me because they were not sure of the system that was coming in. So I was pushed to standard 7 to do my exams. So I sat for my exams at St. Teresa's Kibuye Girls in Kisumu. I scored well, but my parents were a little traditional, so they were scared of having me in town. They thought it would spoil me. So I ended up in a school in Western called Maragoli Girls. And so at Maragoli Girls, at Form 2, I couldn't cope because there was no school fees. We were so many in our family. By that time, we were around 7 in high school. My dad was polygamous. He had 3 wives, and my mom being the first wife. So I had to come back to a day school. At first I went to another local boarding school because I couldn't cope. The school was very far from home. And then I ended up in a day school when I was doing my O-levels. And it was really tough still. You know, the school was very, very far away from home. But I still managed and did my O-levels. I was average. I missed 1 point to get to campus. But my father believed in me so much that he really wanted me to still go to join campus. So he got me to really wait for me, and remember that I was still underage. I sat for my 4th form when I was 16. So I ended up somehow in Nairobi. When after staying at home for a long time, they wanted to please me. So they sent me to see my sister somewhere. My sister was in college somewhere in Embu. And that is how I got myself to Nairobi for the first time since I was born. And I ended up getting married. I'll just cut it short like that. Okay. When I started, there is a program of bringing girls together. I would bring them. I had a small shop, so I'd bring them to my shop to just talk and share about their daily lives. And so the girls were so much used to me, and it was just about getting girls to learn to take good care of their private parts, not allow people to touch their private parts and things like that. And I remember I had a big campaign. I went into schools getting girls to learn to not let people touch them. And then, so I was known for that. And I was mentoring this little girl, this young girl who was schooling at Toy Primary. So she had just completed her primary school. That was in 2007. And she scored well, so she was planning to go to high school. And I just met the aunt a few days before. And she told me that, you know what, today is not about panties and pads for my girl. I want you to help me look for school fees for my girl. And then, we just had fun and just had our conversations and finished. What I saw next, when now the post-election violence started, and I was living next to Kibera Law Court, what I saw on TV that this girl had been killed. I just saw people mourning and holding her. And it really shocked me. I couldn't believe it. It hit me so badly because I was a little closer to the girl. So, and I mourned her for a few days. And her name was Muhonja. So she asked me what, she was like, what do you want to do about it? What can we do about it? Then I told her, you know what we are seeing on TV are our young men celebrating with crude weapons. We are not seeing people fighting. They are celebrating with crude weapons. And we have the police killing our people. Why can't we just go out as women and just challenge what is happening? And she told me, you know what, you're going to be beaten if you go out. And I told her, Pana, let's just go. At least it will go on news that women came out to challenge what is happening and they were beaten up, as opposed to all these negative stories. Yet what we are seeing are people just having fun. And so she asked me, like, what do we do? I told her, let's hold up a demonstration. And we started, that's next to Kibera Local. She took the lower route, I took the upper route, and we were just telling people, guys, let's come out. We are tired. What is happening in Kibera is wrong. And people came out so naturally. Women came up, women who are washing, women who are barefoot, women who are just, people came out. And what is interesting is that as much as we were divided along tribal lines, nobody even asked the tribe of this girl. People were just, people were in grief, people were tired, people just wanted peace. So it was one of the best things that Kenyans should see.
What I can personally say about Jane Anyango is that she has inspired so many girls and young women and even older women, and she's truly a force that we admire. She constantly motivates us at work, and as my mom, she's just empowered me so much, exposed me to so much knowledge, so many people who are so influential in my life. And she continuously is present in our lives despite the fact that we lost our dad, and she is currently our only surviving parent. She handles herself with so much grace and puts everyone in high regard. I have so many siblings who are not my siblings, but because of the passion she has for the work she does.
No, I have no regrets. I love what I do. I know at times I get very exhausted, but I love my work. I have more than 5 international awards and around 6 local recognitions. So I've been recognized by different organizations. So I have that plaque of honor by a crew, by SDG Kenya Forum, by the American Embassy. Then we have the Light Academy. Light Academy, I have 2 recognitions. And then I have the Outstanding Leadership Award. I have Woman of Distinction Award. I have International Woman of Peace Award. I was a nominee for the International Woman of Courage Award, which is a very prestigious award under Hillary Clinton's office. And then I also have a very high recognition and from the University of San Diego in USA.
Thank you.
Naturally, I am a change maker.
Okay.
Yes. I had a lot of support from my husband, my late husband, because he allowed me to travel as much as possible. I can happily say that I have visited, I think around 35 countries across the globe. And so he was able to take care of the children as I traveled. And yes, I have my daughter, I'm working closely with my daughter, and my children are very supportive. Though at times they feel a bit like mom concentrates more on her outside work and doesn't concentrate much on